Hey guys, JayKrawls here. This boss strike is it's not as challenging as the last because there's a lot fewer air units in it. So the difficulty uh, as far as units that can hit air has been kind of eliminated. But one of the benefits we got, if you got the aerial jetpack guy, they're very good for this boss strike. Let's see some of the other good units that you can use in this boss strike. Of course, if you have to, veterans will be helpful. Your sniper units will be good for taking out planes if you only have those. The field techs, if you've got them rank up, can do very well on this boss strike. I kind of wanted to use these guys to see how well they really are. So let's just test these guys out. The legendary mammoth has just become a must-have for boss strikes. The legendary boar does very well this time because it also hits the air unit, so it comes in handy there. Let's see. Let me put some tanks. And then I think most of my ETs are dead because I've been putting my ETs on the front row because I have a bunch of them, and they don't take very long to heal. So let's just try this out with one ET, and let's put just for the heck of it, let's put a heavy chem tank. See how it does. Okay, but the Bora hovercraft comes at a rank depending on what level you are, and mine came at rank 7 because I'm rank 65. So basically you got 3 shots. I'm pretty sure you're already aware of. Many of you already used them already. The EMP rocket is quite interesting because it does pretty decent damage against the vehicles, and it has a high crit rate. About a 35% chance of getting a crit, a decent offense, and it also has a chance to stun, and does some pretty decent damage. And with a crit, it can do 200 to 300 damage pretty easily. The napalm rocket also does very well, even more so against soldier units, having a 45% crit. Has a little bit of armor piercing and a chance of some DOT damage for 2 turns as well. The one thing that does stink about these units is the heal time is quite awful. Advanced level 10 hospital, 7 hours plus. Not too much resources. It's just the time. It just takes a very long time. But you can see it comes ready to fire right off the block. And on this particular wave of enemy wave, I like it because the first wave doesn't even have any air units in it, so you could use a legendary mammoth after you freeze something, but I'm really enjoying my range frag because it does really well against weaker units like that, taking them out quite nicely. Okay, let's just use this napalm shot back here just to kind of showcase. So you got 2 crits and DOT damage on the side, and just so happened to not kill the one guy in the middle. But he's almost dead, so one little shot stampede here will take most of these guys out. Now, this is just something I do. I always like to finish off my kills with my mega tanks if I only have like one guy left, because I don't want to waste any good shots on a single unit. So I try to be strategic in that. Okay, since we got a plane here, you'll notice that in this one it's only going to hit, there's only 2 units here that it can potentially hit. I mean 3. But maneuvering this thing in a situation like this, you're just not going to be able to hit very much more than one of them at a time on this particular one. So not very excited about that. But you'll notice everything's green except for the plane, so it's going to do really good damage. So let's just see how the napalm shot does. Did a lot better against the soldiers on the front row. Pretty decent damage here. So let me just take some of these guys out. And this is where the aerial jetpack comes in handy, especially if it crits, because it can just the block that it hits is pretty awesome. All right, let's use a little napalm on these guys. So the Bora Bora is good to clean up. Okay, now here's a pattern that I think will be a lot better useful demonstration. Okay, it's going to hit all of these units here. So let's see how it does. Got 100 and something, stunned 3 of them, no crits on that one. But see this Bora Bora right here, he's almost dead, and I'm only on wave 2, so that's going to be a 7-hour hill time just for that guy right there, which, you know, pretty much ties up my one of my repair bays for a very long time. So that's probably something I'll heal at the end of the night. And the reason I don't necessarily mind him dying is because I haven't really been using them this boss strike. You may run into a scenario that you've had to, but I've really not had to use them. Let me see. Let me take out this helicopter guy, because otherwise he's going to... Yep, see, he killed it. It's going to eat my lunch. Alright, let's use this... let's see if I can get a crit on these. See, got a good crit on that one. Just normal damage on this one. And this is where the point where, look at his health. He's got one more. I can kill him with one shot. Why waste anything? So anyway, overall, the Bora Bora can be useful if you don't have other units and you're kind of... if you don't have the legendary mammoth or enough of the boars, it might be a good unit to stick in the back row to play around with, just to help out, because it does okay. That's all I'd say, is it does okay. Is it something that you necessarily need if you have mammoths and you already have boars and the area jetpacks? I'd say no. Just pass on him and save your nanopods for healing units, because you definitely can't fight if you're dead. So anyway, this is just a little tidbit of help for this boss strike, and I'll let you guys just finish watching me destroy this. Alright, since I don't have any planes left, I'm just going to go ahead and use my mammoths to... Also, many of you guys know about the command queue if it looks like some of your units are about to die. The only thing about command queue is Z2 has made it where if you exit a game early, they penalize you some points, so you can actually lose some boss strike points that you cannot recoup just by using the command queue. So it's completely entirely up to you. And also, if you do try to use legendary mammoths, this guy is a beast that destroys them, so you'll do your best to get rid of that guy pretty quick off. I'm gonna take him out right off the bat, so he doesn't even have a chance to shoot my... Alright, and then I'm going to target this guy back here. The Bora Bora does also hit planes with this shot here, And I'll do this just to kind of show you. It may get a crit on the plane. And sometimes it stuns it, but it didn't that time either, so it is what it is. But I like to take out the planes pretty quickly because of the damage they can do. See, I can do that, but yeah, let me just do that. See how well this does. Got a crit on one, not bad. Alright, let me go ahead and finish these out. And then I can just use, I could have just used a legendary amendment. There's so many different ways that you can fight this boss strike. There's no just one way that's better, and I've done it with several different types of troops and still won. I mean, I've had some units that I put in here and didn't even use, just didn't even need to use the whole boss strike because just never needed them. So hopefully this has helped you guys see a little bit of into the Bora Bora. And for 80 nanopods, like I said, if you don't have the units already, it might be worth the investment. If you're a collector, you know, go ahead and get one or two, just to have. It's a neat looking little unit anyway. So alright guys, I'll be doing some more videos. I'm going on vacation this week, so you won't see too many, but hopefully I can get squeeze some in this week while I'm on vacation. Alright guys, hope you enjoy this boss strike, and I'll see you on the other side.